My beloved child, listen with the ears of your spirit, for heaven is speaking directly to you in this very moment. You are standing before a gate that does not open often, and the light shining through it carries blessings so vast, so overflowing, that if you turn away now you may never see this opportunity again. Archangel Michael and Jesus are leaning close, their voices echoing like thunder wrapped in love, saying, "Do not walk away, do not delay, for only 15 seconds remain." God Himself whispers in your soul, "Chosen one, I plead with you, this message is not ordinary. It is the very confirmation you have been praying for in your silence, in your tears, in your waiting. Open your heart before it slips away." You feel the trembling in your spirit because heaven is shaking the ground beneath your feet, not to destroy, but to awaken. The angels are circling you, guarding you, lifting you higher. Michael's sword is drawn, not to fight you, but to cut off every chain that held you from rising into your miracle. Jesus stands beside him, his hand stretched out, saying, "This is the moment you have been prepared for." Do not let fear, doubt, or distraction rob you of what heaven has already written in your name. Do you not see? The delay you endured, the silence you thought was rejection, the tears you cried in the night, they were all being gathered like seeds. Now the season has come for harvest. Heaven does not plead in vain. When God says, "My chosen one," do not ignore this, it is because He knows what is on the other side of your obedience. The blessings waiting for you are not small. They are pressed down, shaken together, and running over, more than you could ever imagine. Child of destiny, stay with me until the end. Do not scroll away. Do not skip. For every word you hear now is wrapping you in divine alignment. The angels are recording your response, and heaven is bending close to see if you will receive this holy message. Your name has been written in fire upon the altar of God. And He is saying, "I will not let you leave empty. I will not let you walk away broken. I am sending restoration, I am sending favor, I am sending miracles that will make every tear worth it." This is your sign. This is your hour. This is your confirmation. My beloved child, if you believe it, hold this message deep in your heart and let it burn like living fire. Type Amen with faith, for your agreement unlocks what heaven has been holding for you. And do not forget, Michael and Jesus are saying together, "We are with you." Do not turn away. Your blessing has already begun. My beloved child, stay close now, for the Spirit is whispering louder than ever. You may not realize it, but the very seconds passing right now are holy, they are carved into eternity, and they carry your name. Archangel Michael is standing in full armor, his wings stretching wide like a shield around you, and Jesus is beside him, eyes filled with compassion deeper than the oceans. Together they are saying, "If you turn away, you may lose the blessing we are holding for you." This is not fear, this is love, love so urgent, so consuming, that heaven itself bends down to plead with you, "Chosen one, do not ignore this, no matter what." Think of how many times you prayed and heard silence, how many nights you cried and thought no one was listening. Yet here you are, with the heavens wide open above you, and God Himself whispering, "This is your moment." Every delay is about to make sense, every closed door is about to open, every betrayal is about to be turned into testimony. You are not forgotten, child. You are marked, sealed, and chosen for this divine appointment. Do you feel it? That stirring in your chest is not ordinary emotion, it is the vibration of destiny calling your name. Archangel Michael has been circling your spirit, warding off attacks you never even saw, and now he holds out a scroll of light, rolled and sealed with fire, declaring your release. Jesus leans in with tenderness and says, I was with you when you thought you were alone, I was carrying you when you thought you could not walk anymore, and I am here now to lift you into the fullness of your promise. Heaven is counting the moments, child. Not to frighten you, but to awaken you. The enemy wanted you distracted, scrolling past, ignoring this word, but God would not allow it. That is why your spirit is locked here, listening, unable to skip, because this message was carved in eternity before you were even born. The blessing you are about to step into is not temporary. It will not fade. It will not be stolen. It is divine inheritance, promised long before you saw the storm, and now heaven is declaring, it is time. Do not let this pass you by. The Spirit is saying, stand still, receive, and believe. For the next chapter of your life will not look like the last. Everything that was broken is being rebuilt, everything stolen is being restored, and everything delayed is being accelerated. My beloved child, say it now with your whole heart, Amen, for that word shakes the gates of heaven and seals your blessing with fire. My beloved child, lean in even closer now, for the heavens are still speaking and this word is not finished with you. The Spirit of God is moving like a river through these very sentences, flowing straight into the dry places of your soul. Jesus is saying, the blessing you think you missed is still waiting for you. The breakthrough you thought was gone forever is returning, multiplied. Archangel Michael is standing guard, holding back the shadows that tried to rob you of joy, and he cries out, this is your divine moment, do not let it slip through your hands. You have asked, why me? Why now? Why do I feel this stirring every time I hear these words? And the answer is simple, because you are chosen, because your name has been written in the eternal book of destiny, because heaven decided that the pain you carried cannot be the final chapter of your story. Every tear that rolled down your face was counted. Every sigh in the night was recorded. And now God says, I am turning your mourning into dancing, your waiting into rejoicing, your emptiness into overflow. Do you feel the weight lifting, child? That is not imagination, that is Michael's sword cutting off the ropes that bound you in silence. That is Jesus placing his hand upon your heart, reminding you that his love never left, not even when you thought you were forgotten. The time of loss is ending, the hour of restoration has come. What the enemy tried to bury is being resurrected. What was hidden is being revealed. What was delayed is being delivered. Heaven is opening the floodgates over you now. Picture it, angels moving swiftly, carrying gifts of provision, healing, and favor in their arms. The throne of God shining brighter than the sun, and your name being spoken in that holy atmosphere. This is why you are here, this is why you could not scroll away, because this is the moment your life shifts forever. Say it with faith, child, I receive it. Let those words rise from your heart, for they are keys unlocking doors you didn't even know were shut. Say it boldly, I believe it. for that belief sets heaven in motion. Say it finally, Amen. For Amen is not the end, it is the beginning of everything God has prepared for you. My beloved child, do not move away, for heaven is still releasing treasures into your spirit. Right now, Jesus is whispering, the prayers you thought were forgotten are stored in golden bowls before my Father's throne. Not one word has been wasted. Not one tear has fallen unseen. Archangel Michael stands tall, his voice like thunder, declaring, this is the hour of release. This is the hour when the hidden chains finally break. You may feel the weight of battles you fought in silence. Nights when you asked, does anyone even see me? Does God even hear me? But hear this truth, God not only heard you, He answered before you even finished speaking. What you thought was silence was heaven arranging your miracle. What you thought was delay was divine preparation. And now, in this very moment, the season has turned, the doors are opening, and the blessing is being poured out in measures you cannot contain. See it in your mind's eye, child, an angel descending with a scroll rolled in pure light. On that scroll is written your name, your destiny, and the blessings assigned to you. Jesus breaks the seal, and as it opens, rivers of abundance, joy, healing, and restoration spill forth. You have been circling the same wilderness for so long, but now God says, it is time to cross over into the promise I made for you. Do not doubt. Even the smallest seed of faith is enough to unlock the impossible. Jesus looks at you and says, Beloved, I do not ask you to carry the weight of understanding, I only ask you to believe. Michael lifts his sword, striking down the record of failure and rewriting your story with victory. Heaven's courtroom has declared in your favor, and no power on earth or in hell can reverse it. So remain here, my child. Let these words enter not just your ears but your spirit. God's whisper is gentle yet urgent, do not ignore this. No matter what distractions rise, stay in my presence, for I am sealing something eternal inside you. And when you respond, when you say aloud with faith, Amen, I receive, the angels take that word as a command, rushing to bring your miracle into reality. Your life is shifting even now. Something unseen is breaking loose. And very soon, you will testify that this was the moment everything began to change. My beloved child, the heavens are still open over you, and the flow of this message cannot be stopped. The Father is leaning near, His voice soft but full of power, saying, This is not coincidence, this is alignment. I chose this very moment to whisper your name into eternity. Jesus looks into your soul with eyes of fire and love, speaking, You have carried burdens far too long, and now I exchange them for peace that no storm can shake. Archangel Michael spreads his mighty wings around you, declaring, I have shielded you from attacks you never even saw. Today, I deliver into your hands the blessing that was delayed but never denied. You wonder, how will I know this is real? How will I recognize the sign when it comes? Listen, child, the sign will not be small. It will come like a sudden light in the darkness, like an unexpected voice of favor where once there was silence. It may be a door opening where everyone said it was impossible. It may be a call, a message, a meeting that shifts the entire course of your destiny. Heaven is saying, do not dismiss what looks ordinary, for within it is the extraordinary. Your waiting has not been wasted. Every season of pain was pressing out of you the strength you now carry. Every delay was stretching your faith so that when this blessing arrives, you will not just receive it, you will sustain it. God whispers, I am not giving you a temporary breakthrough. I am establishing a permanent blessing that will overflow into generations after you. Can you feel it rising? The heaviness is lifting, the atmosphere around you is shifting. Michael's sword is not just cutting away the chains, it is carving a path for miracles to find you. Jesus is saying, my child, when the blessing arrives, it will not only answer your prayer, it will silence your enemies, heal your wounds, and prove that I was with you in every hidden valley. Hold on, chosen one. Just as the night cannot stop the sunrise, nothing can stop what God is releasing now. The heavens plead with you, stay, believe, and receive. For this very word you are hearing is the bridge between the life you knew and the life you are about to walk into. Say it again, let the heavens record it, Amen, I will not turn away. Amen, I receive. For your Amen is not the end, it is the key that unlocks the new chapter already written for you. My beloved child, stay with me, for the current of heaven is still flowing and the story of your destiny has not finished unfolding. Right now, the throne of God is blazing with light, and your name is being spoken in the courts of eternity. Jesus steps forward with hands that still bear the marks of love, saying, this one is mine. I paid the price for their freedom, and no darkness has the right to hold them anymore. Archangel Michael raises his voice like a trumpet over nations, declaring, the season of silence is over. The season of miracles has begun. You may be asking quietly in your heart, when will I see it? When will the promise I carry finally come alive? Listen closely, child, the answer is nearer than your breath. The shift is already happening in the unseen. Even as you hear these words, angels are being dispatched, doors are being unlocked, and hearts are being stirred to release favor into your life. What once felt stuck is moving, what once felt lost is returning, what once felt impossible is bending to heaven's command. God says, I am not giving you just a blessing, I am giving you evidence. Evidence so clear that you will not be able to doubt it. Evidence so strong that others will marvel and say, surely, God's hand is on this life. The very people who overlooked you will witness your elevation. The ones who doubted you will watch as I establish you in places they said you would never stand. Feel this in your spirit, the sound of chains falling, the weight of despair lifting, the fragrance of new beginnings filling the air around you. Michael is placing a crown of light upon your head, not for vanity, but as a sign of restored identity. Jesus is placing a robe upon your shoulders, not of shame, but of glory. The Father himself is declaring, this is my beloved child, and today I am unveiling their promise. Do not question the timing, for God makes no mistakes. The delays were not denials, they were preparations. The waiting was not punishment, it was training. And now heaven whispers urgently, chosen one, remain awake, remain expectant, for the blessing will not knock softly, it will arrive like a rushing wind. Say it boldly now, let your spirit echo, I am ready. I believe. I receive. And as you speak it, angels carry your words like fire into the presence of God, sealing them as divine permission for your miracle to manifest. My beloved child, stay rooted in this holy stream, for the flow of heaven has not yet finished. Right now, angels are moving through the corridors of your life, touching every locked place, every hidden corner, every door that has been shut against you. Archangel Michael lifts his sword high and strikes the ground, and suddenly the atmosphere shifts. He declares, no more delay. No more denial. The blessing written in the book of life for this child must now manifest. Jesus draws near, his voice like the sound of many waters, saying, "Look at me, beloved. Do not look at the storm, do not look at the fear, do not look at what was lost. Look at me. For I am the resurrection and the life, and I am bringing back to you what was stolen. What seemed dead will breathe again. What was broken will be restored." And in that very moment, you begin to see visions of transformation. A house once heavy with sorrow filled with light and laughter. A heart once weighed down with disappointment now beating with joy and peace. Relationships once fractured being healed in ways no human hand could repair. Opportunities once closed suddenly opening as though the universe itself is bending to release favor upon you. God is saying, the evidence of my hand will not only bless you, it will silence the voice of every doubt. Those who said you would not rise will see you shine. Those who mocked your faith will witness your testimony. And those who thought your story ended will watch as I write a new chapter before their eyes. My child, can you feel it? The heaviness breaking off, the newness settling in. Heaven's fragrance is filling your atmosphere. Archangel Michael is whispering, you are surrounded. You are defended. You are chosen. And Jesus adds, you are loved beyond measure, and nothing can snatch you from my hand. Do not ignore this. Do not let these words pass as just another moment. This is the turning point. This is the hour of shift. Lift your heart and declare it now, Amen, I receive. Amen, I believe. Amen, it is done. And as you speak it, heaven seals it. Angels rush to bring into reality what was spoken over you. The Father smiles and says, my child, your season of wandering is over. Step into the promise. Step into the blessing. Step into the life I designed for you before time began. My beloved child, lean even deeper now, for the blessings of heaven are unfolding like a river that cannot be stopped. God Himself speaks softly yet firmly, what I am about to do in your life will not just be spiritual, it will touch every area of your existence. Jesus places His hand upon your heart and whispers, peace is coming. A peace that will silence the storms within you. You will sleep without fear, you will wake without heaviness, and your soul will finally breathe freely. Archangel Michael lifts his sword and declares, no sickness, no curse, no hidden shadow will stand in the way of this blessing. See the picture, child, your body renewed, strength rising where weakness once lived. Where pain lingered, healing flows like golden oil. Where doctors gave limited hope, heaven releases unlimited restoration. This is not imagination, this is the fulfillment of promises written before the foundation of the world. God says, I knit you together, and I know how to restore what was broken. Watch as I renew your health, your energy, and your spirit all at once. But it does not end there. The Father smiles and says, I am placing abundance in your hands. Money that slipped through your fingers before will now remain and multiply. Opportunities that were once stolen will reappear, bigger and brighter. Resources will flow from unexpected places. The enemy thought you would live in lack, but heaven decrees overflow. You will not beg for crumbs, you will sit at the table of favor. And even those who doubted you will marvel at how you are lifted into prosperity. Then Jesus says, I am also touching your relationships. The loneliness you carried will no longer define you. I am bringing divine connections, people who will honor your heart, not break it. The love you give will return to you in fullness. The broken bond you grieved will be replaced with bonds unshakable. For I am the healer not only of bodies, but of hearts. Archangel Michael leans close, his voice both fierce and tender. Do not doubt what you are hearing. This is your evidence. This is your inheritance. This is your miracle in motion. And God seals it with a final whisper, my child, this is the beginning of your new chapter. The old has passed away. Behold, everything is becoming new. Say it now, child, let it resound, Amen, I receive. Amen, I believe. Amen, it is done. For with every Amen, angels take flight, carrying the blessing from heaven's storehouse into your hands.